What happens when a $3 trillion company that doesn't make its own products loses access to its only manufacturer? And that manufacturer is in Taiwan. And China's planning to invade by 2027? Yeah, that's the problem. Section 1. The uncomfortable truth. The stock market is basically 7 companies in a trench coat pretending to be diversified. But pull out just one of these blocks, Nvidia, and the whole thing doesn't wobble, it collapses. Here's what most people get wrong about Nvidia. They don't actually make chips. Nvidia designs chips, they're the architects. But the company that actually manufactures them, that's TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. And TSMC makes 80 to 90% of the world's most advanced chips in one place. Taiwan. Not California, not Texas. One tiny island that China really, really wants back. Nvidia's H100s? TSMC. Apple's iPhone chips? TSMC. AMD's latest GPUs? Also TSMC. One company, one island, controlling the entire AI revolution. Now, if you've been on the internet at all in the past few years, you know China's been eyeing Taiwan like it's the last slice of pizza at a party where everyone's pretending they're not hungry. US intelligence thinks China might invade by 2027. That's less than 3 years away. Mark your calendars. They're building landing ships, running military drills, doing everything except live streaming the invasion on TikTok. Section 2. What happens if China invades? So what happens to the stock market if China invades Taiwan by 2027? Your portfolio is screwed. Here's why. Nvidia's chip supply? Gone. Apple's iPhone production? Dead. Microsoft's AI infrastructure? Crippled. The entire AI boom, the thing currently propping up your index fund, grinds to a halt. And remember, the Magnificent Seven make up 36% of the S&P 500. Nvidia alone is 7%. If you own an index fund, which you probably do, you're betting on these companies whether you realize it or not. Therefore, you're betting on Taiwan. And Taiwan's betting on China not invading. How's that for diversification? Section 3. Why there's no backup plan. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but can't they just use a different manufacturer? Adorable. But no. There are only 2 companies on Earth that can make Nvidia's chips. Here's why. These chips are absurdly complex. A human hair is 70,000 nanometers thick. These transistors are 3 nanometers. That's like comparing a skyscraper to a grain of sand. To make them, you need machines from ASML, a Dutch company, that cost $400 million each. There are only a few hundred of these machines in existence. It's like if only 2 restaurants in the world could make a cheeseburger, and they both needed a $400 million oven to do it. And even if you have the machine, you still need decades of experience. Samsung tried competing with TSMC on 4 nanometer chips. Their defect rates were so bad it was like watching someone try to parallel park a semi-truck, blindfolded, in reverse. Nvidia learned this the hard way. During the pandemic, they used Samsung for their RTX 30 series GPUs. The yields were terrible. They immediately went back to TSMC for the next generation. Translation: there is no plan B. Let me know in the comments, am I crazy? Or is this actually something we should be worried about? Section 4. The Arizona Cope. But wait, you say, desperately grasping for hope. Isn't TSMC building factories in Arizona? Yes, and they're hilariously behind schedule. The first fab was supposed to open in 2024. Now it's pushed to late 2025. Maybe 2026. The second one? 2028 if we're lucky. These aren't car factories. These are facilities where the air is cleaner than an operating room. Workers wear full body suits because a single speck of dust can destroy a wafer worth millions. 1 speck of dust. But here's the kicker. Even when Arizona opens, they won't be making Nvidia's top-tier chips. Arizona will produce 4 nanometer chips. Nvidia's latest chips use 3 nanometer technology. Building the full ecosystem, the engineers, the supply chains, the expertise, will take years, possibly a decade. So no, Arizona is not saving us anytime soon. Section 5. The market doesn't care. Here's the truly insane part. The market is acting like none of this matters. Nvidia has a PE ratio of 50. Investors are pricing in perfection, eternal growth, zero geopolitical risk. Wall Street's basically saying, sure, the entire AI revolution depends on one island that China wants to invade, but have you seen these quarterly earnings? We've seen this movie before, the Nifty 50 in the 1970s. the dot-com bubble in 2000. Every generation thinks, this time is different. But as John Templeton said, the four most expensive words in investing are, this time is different. The entire AI revolution is built on chips from one company, in one country, sitting in the most geopolitically tense region on Earth. And Wall Street is pretending this is fine. So here you go. One company, one island, one invasion away from collapse. But I'm sure Wall Street's betting it'll never happen, right?